There you are. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
It's Zero Mini Balls Retro
Retro.
Edition. What series are we up to with the Retro, by the way?
I think it's still series 1.
Oh, come on. Seriously, serious?
Same,
we need to...
same with the home. Still, guys, what are you called? Okay, it's Miniverse, mini
Zero
brands.
is the brand that makes it.
They don't make, no.
They make Zero makes this one. MGA makes the other
Yes,
ones.
MJ make. But this one and the other one, both of you,
Yep, up we
I
come.
want a series 2
You've got a
home
dedicated audience
and a
of people who are
2 retro.
working their way through these miniatures. Now, you are everything small packed into a pocket rocket. That's why you like your miniatures.
I'm small.
We're in an apartment. We're vertically stacking. You're getting more and more containers to put all your miniatures in as she collects them madly as she goes.
What did my support worker, what did she think of the collection of paintings?
They were quite
was she
impressed with
my work
your
that I've
art
been doing?
studio, full stop.
Oh yeah, the studio I've been improving, guys. As you know,
She
you've seen
loved
my desk
the
layout.
template for your geo that you're about to do with
Oh
your resin
yeah,
pour
I'm
stuff.
about to pour it.
Yep, so
Oh,
that's
so
on the
excited.
goes. But yes, she saw a lot of your miniatures everywhere, as we do, because we're starting to build a
miniatures,
collection.
are in there as well.
Yes. Now, we do these. Diane had a
4 jars.
neurocognitive exam yesterday. Well, we do those to support
Such fun.
her brain and her brain exercises from executive functioning because
It's
of being
called
autistic,
torture.
memory, so it's sequencing and just simply following instructions. Well, no one seems to follow instructions these days anyway, so it doesn't really
why
matter.
am I being tested?
Funny story about that, actually. I was just downstairs fixing a washing machine for somebody.
Yes.
A company that doesn't
Bob
follow
the builder.
doesn't
Fix
follow
it,
the
Bob
instructions.
the builder.
The instructions
Yes,
say what to do when you install it.
He fixed it.
I fixed it. There you go. That was easy. Read the instructions. High five. Hey.
He did it.
Ah, goodness me.
Oops,
Now,
he did
the
it
retro
again.
series is actually one of the probably the better type of ball collections. So these are back in the 80s, 90s.
Is
Things
it?
that we see around in Australia, UK, US. Things that we grew
Yeah.
up with
Things that we
in our
X-Gen.
household.
So X-Gen,
X-Gen.
if you want to get into this, I saw an X-Gen. I'm very proud of her.
Right.
Sure.
Oh, that's right. At
She
Kmart.
goes, I like the fashion ones. I'm like, oh yeah, they're good too.
If you could have a twinsy, she was your twinsy,
Yep.
basically.
She's on
Investing
the
a lot of time. I
spectrum.
think she was definitely on the spectrum.
on the spectrum.
I think I can
but
pretty much
my
guarantee
age
that.
group,
Yeah.
well, we're the veterans guys. We had it hard.
Yeah.
Okay, it was like, you know how us X generation, we had the will beaten out of us.
Yes.
Well, if you're autistic
Conformity,
and you're
you
X
will.
generation, you had more than the will kicked out of you.
Yeah.
You had like everything
Yeah.
kicked out of you to the point where
Submit.
you would just submit like a puppy and go. "Mm." You didn't know what to do.
It is sad actually thinking
It
about
was scary times back then.
retrospectively.
Parents, it was
Sorry.
like, it was all fear, fear-mongering, control.
Mm.
Horrible.
Surprised they didn't do blanket training with you.
Maybe she did. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. She's
Possibly.
one of those people.
Yes, you see that in
She
certain
calls
cults.
people that have
don't you?
ADHD kids, it's a parenting problem.
Yes, and
And I'm
Dyan is
like,
autistic, ADHD,
It's not
OCD,
a
Tourette's,
parenting problem. It's
educationally delayed,
ADHD
GDD,
problem.
IDD. That's because of 22Q. So she had a lot of things going on, but they didn't know back in those days, did they?
No, it's called
Makes it a bit-
developmental delays.
Bit of a challenge.
Intellectual delays.
Right, ma'am.
Let's go.
There will be hopefully
Bring it.
5 different parcels in here of different types
There
of
should be
miniatures.
5, yeah.
5.
Mhm.
They do have a range while you're cracking that open with your cloud knife
And
safely.
look, there's a bit of pink.
I say safely. I think I've cut myself more times in the last
You've
2
been
days.
doing it lately. What's going on?
I have no
Your
idea.
hands
And I've
have been
actually
wet
got a
more often?
I actually have a
You've been cleaning a lot more?
bleeding disorder, by the way. A
Yeah.
rare genetic condition
He does.
myself, which I found out late in life. Hence why my migraines
Yeah,
are
how
now
long
pretty
ago
much
is that
resolved.
now?
Probably
It's not that long ago, but
Under 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I think that was resolved. And my migraines,
it's about
after dealing with
6.
migraines for 45 years or so, suddenly found a solution to it. It's amazing what genetics can actually do. And we say the same
Here
thing
we
about
go.
Dyan. It took me 10 years to get the doctors to actually follow the lead and get some genetic testing done to
we did it in
confirm
America
my
first. And we
differential.
went,
to go,
oh,
yeah,
you might want
it
to look
was
at
a
my
genetic disorder.
genes. And then they looked at the American one, and I think they felt stupid, and they're like, genetics WA.
Yeah.
That's genetics Western Australia.
Had to persuade them with science to have a closer
Yeah.
look. And when
So,
they did, it was very
I
revealing.
think they're rather regret
Yeah, lots of regrets. Yeah, funny about that.
Not
But
for
look,
me,
22q
though.
11.2 deletion syndrome. It's a microdeletion of the long arm of the second chromosome. It is actually considered a very rare condition,
It is
but out
very
of
rare.
them, it's actually probably one of the more. Look, it's more viable, as in there's a lot more people who've actually got the condition, but it's the least known out of all those conditions.
If
So that
all
doesn't
of
help.
the
That makes
hospital
sense.
specialists don't know enough about me,
Yeah.
then I consider it to be very rare.
But you know what? There's a lot
That
of
can
other
go
sub
away.
names, and it's probably what causes some of the confusion. Velocardiofacial syndrome, George
George
syndrome.
is the old name.
Look, and then Catch-22, dysomony. Anyway, there's lots of different names. They've finally realised with the advent
Yeah,
of
but you know
genetics
what?
to actually go, hey, they've all got the same genetic
At the end
marker.
of the day,
3 million DNA building
there
blocks
is
missing.
yeah, there is actually in any genetic syndrome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of overlapping.
Oh, yeah.
So guys,
And a lot of similarities.
it doesn't even matter what chromosome
Which specific one you are.
chromosome is having problems. Whether it's the 11th, the 22nd,
Yeah,
or
you've got
whatever.
23 pairs of chromosomes,
has,
of course.
And of course, it affects everyone very differently, even depending on that.
Absolutely.
So me with 22q, I could sit next to someone who goes. They
You
could
also
be,
have
could
that
be the
condition.
same age, and they go, "Yeah, no, I don't have any of those things you have."
Yeah. Or you could not be sitting next to someone because they simply died in vitro or in the
Correct.
first 3 to 6 months
Or in
of birth.
adulthood, in their 30s or 40s.
These are the extremes of the condition. It is a life affecting and limiting condition.
25 to 30
Unfortunately,
years
30 to
less.
50 genes that are affected. 185 roughly clinical
Alrighty,
different
put
symptoms.
that away.
Put this away. Let's crack this
Let's
open. I want
go
to see the
back
5
in
possible
time.
things back
This
in
is a
time.
time capsule.
Wow.
Ooh.
Weren't you talking
Do you wanna
recently
guess?
about your school time capsules due to be cracked open?
thought that it was
In Mawson Park?
Barbara had told me.
Barbara had told
I
us
thought
about.
it was 2025.
Big shout out to Barbara Ann. She's in hospital this
Mawson
week
Park.
as well at St Charles Gardner Hospital.
you
I hope
poor
you're going
thing.
well, sweetie. Really do.
If you
Sending you
need
love.
us, just pick up the phone.
Yep, or type away in the
or
comments.
type away in the comments, and
Absolutely.
I'm only up the road.
Well,
What do you need?
a little
I
bit
can
further
go
south
get
the road,
it.
but we're close by.
We can bring you anything.
We can bring you Max. That'll,
Okay.
that'll bring you joy.
Anything.
Max will bring
Because
joy to any hospital.
food sucks.
And it's very cold. I hope you've got a beanie. I know
No,
it's summer. It's damn cold.
No, the cold. Let me know actually, because I think they were giving me. I only realised it on the drive home yesterday in discussions.
Yeah.
I said I think they made my coffee and tea colder because of my Tourette.
Yes, you're ticking and you're safe. You can't have hot spills. That's
I think they
more
just
dangerous.
decided like,
burning
and I was
skulls.
like, ew, it's cold. It's not a coffee anymore. And then we'd have to go buy one.
Yeah.
How much were those coffees? $10.95 for a coffee about this
It's
size.
actually astronomical. I think I almost needed a CPR after buying one of
But
those.
I
It was
thought the time
very
capsule
expensive.
for our
Hospital
high
food in general.
school
Yeah.
was 2025, but I don't know.
Well, some of the things in that time capsule might be in one of these bags because you know what? These come from
there's
the
no
era.
pictures of me in here.
No, there's no pictures of you in here, you twit.
No, we put pictures and things in there.
Now,
of,
this is for people who are 3 and above. Are you 3 and above?
No.
No. Just clarifying that she needs adult supervision at all times.
I am.
That's actually so, which is
Shut
synonymous
up.
with 22Q. Zuru mini brands. Retro is the version that
have
we've
five.
looked. On the catalogue, there are 50 plus to collect. No, we're not sponsored. Wish we were, because seriously,
Sponsor me.
she's living on these things.
I
50
know
plus,
what
they
this
could
is.
be legendary, they could be luxury, they could be ultra rare, rare. I'll show you some of the things that you
Not
could
sure
actually
what that
find. So in here, legendary, in the
ah.
iconic and ultra rare luxury versions. What are you doing?
know.
What's wrong with your hand?
Estonia.
Just Estonia. Sure, rare. And on the back, you
What's
can actually
this?
see many of the common type items.
Is that those
All
big
resemblant,
lollies?
you know, from VHS to the Kodak roll to STP, or a lot of things that we used to buy. What's
Oh,
happening
I
with your
think
hand? Please show me.
I had a cramp
Right,
here
right.
and
Along the radial flexors, yeah.
there.
Yep. Your radial flexors, yeah.
So now I'm just going to deal.
Why is your fingers
this
not
is-
opening? Did you want to explain to them what dystonia is while you're having it?
I have dystonia, and
Yep.
occasionally, if I do repetitive activities, and today, guys, it's 2:30. I've done a
234.
lot.
Yep, exactly.
For me, I've done a lot, and my hand just decided to have a cramp and a spack attack.
Okay, so it has actually
And
gone
it's like
into a
this.
flex position, a flexor where the flexor muscles
So
have
this
actually
is sore.
gone in. And that becomes a very rigid
This
position
is
where
sore.
it won't be able to be open. Now, sometimes you can have fibrillation, like muscle fluctuations that
Yeah,
are
it's
occurring
creepy.
rapidly, or they can be in this very fixed position. That's actually known as focalized dystonia because it's focalized to one specific area of your body at
Well,
the
it's
moment.
damn annoying.
Yeah. Now, they also used to call it things like musicians or writers' dystonia because, you know, the writing or playing a musical instrument.
I used to love writing.
Yes. In this case,
That
that's your
fits
left
me.
hand. You actually write with your right hand, but you're actually ambidextrous.
Well, they
which I think
couldn't
she's
work it
ambivalent
out.
and many
Yeah,
other
they
handy
asked
things.
me even in hospital. They were like, "Are you left or right-handed? We can't work it out." And I'm like,
Nor can you.
"That's funny because when I was in year one, they couldn't work it out either."
Yeah.
But I do write with my right hand, but I do certain actions
Left and right.
dominant left.
Can I just have a look for a moment? This flex position, sorry, I just want to actually tell the gauge.
It
I
hurts
know,
when you
and it
do
does
that.
actually hurt. There are things that can be done, hot and cold treatment. Obviously, we can do some traction with the hand, and it may get worse. Are we expecting it? Yeah, we're actually expecting because we're getting into the evening. And as the evening goes on, the dystonia may also be part of some of the other neurological activities that Dyan might be getting, particularly towards seizures. So we are at a bit of a seizure risk because she's been doing a lot of activities in the last couple of days. What's your
It's a
first one that you've
little
got?
Battery.
Is that a battery?
Little
Is that an
dot,
ever
dot.
battery? Ever ready battery? No, don't. Oh, you used to do that as a kid, didn't you? You used to
Show
touch
them.
the terminals to your tongue and get a zap.
Yeah, I did.
Classic. You need to be supervised
Do you know what I
all
also
the
did?
time around. Ever ready battery. You can see the terminals on top.
you know what
Side view, back view, bottom view. It's got views every
That
which
is
way.
so.
It's a little miniature battery.
It makes me feel like I'm a kid again in the 80s. Looking at that.
Speaking of which, that's, believe it or not, only in the common section.
What?
I know,
I
right?
think I've only got one other one.
Where's your other ever ready batteries that you used to have up the top
Oh,
here?
I took them back and put
You're
them in
moving your
there.
miniature jar. That's a
They're
good
my
idea.
jars.
With Max, our little kitten, he's
He's
getting
a
a little
little
bit.
shithead.
He's a little bit adventurous.
Yeah, we've got to take things away until he grows up a bit.
12-week-old
only a
Ragdoll
bubba.
kitten.
But
He's-
basically, I've got one other one of them as
Okay,
well.
well.
But I do want more of the little ones. The
Yeah.
little ones are cute.
They are cute.
So anyway, I'll leave that there.
Okay, cool. We've got the battery. Well
But,
done, you.
Do you want to know what I also used to do as a kid?
What else did you used to do
Just
as a
don't
kid?
tell my mother.
Okay, we won't.
You know how they...
She's not here, no problems.
Oh, this is super cool.
Is that the Kodak?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love the Kodak
This
one.
reminds me of the pictures
Now-
of our kids, and we'd go down and we'd hand it in. You got to wait a week. You have to wait a week to get your photos, and if they're shit photos, got to start again.
Kodak 800. There will be 24
Yeah.
on the actual
That's so
film
cute.
reel. If you ever had an SLR camera and you had to actually feed one of these in onto the
Kodak.
reel, take a couple of shots
Ever
of it, it's
ready
ready to use,
battery.
and then take it down to the pharmacy
ready
chemistry.
honey.
24 exposures on it. It's
Yeah.
800 speed. So,
But basically,
yeah, it's pretty cool.
what I used to do
Wow, Ultramax. I do
is
like
there
those.
was always this, never put like forks in a PowerPoint.
Oh,
So
okay.
I thought I'd like to know why. So I thought I'd give it a go.
I can only imagine.
Now I was laying on the ground
Well, after or before you did it?
and near the PowerPoint with my fork,
Right.
and then I changed my mind.
Oh, thank God for that.
Very lucky, because I always think back to that moment and go, what if I did?
Back in those days, the houses probably wouldn't
We
have
didn't
had
have
an
RCDs.
RCD,
No, we didn't.
which is
We
the
didn't.
trip which would actually stop the circuit
I would have been
quickly.
electrocuted.
And the continuation of that, you would have created an electric circuit with your body.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Yeah, I would have been electrocuted.
Being an autistic is very explorative. You do get yourself sometimes into the most, let's crack this open, let's dismantle a
Dum dum
fluorescent
pops.
light or a radio clock or plug into electricity and see how it operates. Science is very fascinating at the best of times. What have you found in the third one?
Pops.
Okay, so these
Dum Dum
are
Pops.
favourite
Are they
flavours.
they're not Australian.
Dum Dum Pops I have never
Must be
seen
American.
myself. I am so
Guys,
sorry.
if you're in America or England, let me
They're
know.
also another
Dum
common.
Dum
What's
Dum
going on?
Pops.
You have got 3 commons. You normally only get the
But I've
ultra,
never had
the
that
rare,
before.
the legendary. I have never seen these ones. Now, in the
No.
comments below, if you've seen them, whether it's in the UK, whether it's in the US,
Ooh.
do we have them in Australia? I'm sorry, I don't remember them. I
No.
really don't.
I
That's what
don't
they look
remember
like, the
them at
packaging.
all.
They're called Dum Dum Pops.
Pops.
There you go.
Don't remember them.
Don't remember them at all.
Unless we've forgotten.
Well, I just don't remember seeing it. Maybe it was a Queensland thing, over
Is this
East Coast.
broken?
It's a bit bent out of shape. I don't think it's meant to be that, is it?
What is that? It looks like an enema.
Is that the Revlon? Hold on. It is the Revlon. It is a little bit
It looks
bent.
like an enema. Show them. Look.
Okay.
Okay. Let me put it on my hand.
I'm gonna-
That's an enema if ever I've seen one.
Okay. I think you're a little bit medically compromised in that. You've seen a
Yeah,
few
I
too
know.
many enemas with your gastroparesis.
I've got colonics now.
and no transit bowel. So it is a Revlon brand. My
Of
eyesight.
what? Of what?
Salon.
Is it nail polish?
My eyesight
Is it nail polish?
terrible.
Is it nail polish?
Salon Dollar Red? Is that what it says? $1 million red. Okay.
It must be nail
Revlon.
polish.
Must be a nail polish. I think
That's
so.
a very big
I'm sorry, but the
stem.
font size is like 1 point in size. Good luck anyone reading
It's a very
it.
big stem.
I know, right?
Can I have
It's
a
called
look
$1
again?
million red. Can you see the print and see how small it is?
No.
Try with your glasses. 'cause
Yeah, no.
Glasses are very illuminating as well. If they can
You're asking me without glasses.
actually see something. I haven't got my
Oh,
glasses
wow.
either. Can you see any better? It's a very, very small
$1
print.
million red.
It is $1 million red, so I was right
Yeah,
on
but
that.
like, my mum had many nail polishes lying around all
Right.
around the house.
And from
I don't
Revlon
remember very.
or Avon?
Oh yeah, very much Revlon.
Right.
Because it was the era. But
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
You don't remember
I
seeing
don't
that?
remember such a large
Brush.
top. But I as a little girl got hold of her red nail polish.
Of course you did.
And I wanted the ball bearings inside it.
See this thing.
So I emptied it out on my
Course you would.
Holly Hobby bedspread.
No.
And I got nail polish on it. Tried to wipe
Which
it
can't
off.
come
It was
off.
all over my hands.
Oh, it's
And
a
my
crime
mum
scene
was
now.
like,
Red, of course.
"What did you do?" And I said, "I wanted the little balls." What about the balls?
Why is it about the balls of Dyan? Have you not? Is there is a theme? If it's not pink, if it's not glitter, there's something to do with balls. There is a theme that is decidedly
This
coming
is
through.
becoming a problem.
So as a child, you were going into the nail polish to
I
get
got
the
2 ball
ball
bearings.
bearing, which is obviously
They were
used to
nice,
stimulate
tiny
and obviously
size,
to
and I kept them.
mix
And
it.
she said, "Where are they?" And I was like, so I went to the part of my bedroom where I hid them, and I went, "There you go."
Right.
And she's like, "And look at, you're gonna have to live with that bedspread with that mark on it." And I was like, "My Holly Hobby," because I love my Holly Hobby bedspread. And like, my Holly
Well, I hope
Hobby.
Holly Hobby liked red.
Not really. It's not her colour. She's
Wasn't
blue.
because she's
She likes the blues. I've got a
The whole
little
aesthetic
throw
was
rug now
done.
of Holly Hobby. My bedroom was Holly Hobby. I had the Holly Hobby sewing machine.
Well,
Okay,
see, there's a bit of retro.
because my mum
Now,
was
as an
into
adult,
sewing.
you've gone and got the Holly Hobby blanket right now, which is back in those days.
Yes, in
Something
the
that was very
70s,
familiar
guys,
to you.
a lot of us girls had Holly
50
Hobby
years later.
bedrooms. Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Did you have a Holly Hobby bedroom
did
40 or
you?
50 years ago?
I finally got the one I wanted.
Is it the 3M floppy disk?
Yay!
Yet another common though.
No, but I don't care. This is the one I want. This is what I used to take to school in
Yes.
year 8. And I thought it was
The
so cool.
3.5, 1.44 megabyte
That's what
floppy
I used to take
disk.
to school.
We
And I
used to flick that
think,
across.
yeah,
Probably
get it out.
double-sided, double density floppy disk.
I used to take it to school and I used to be like, put it in. Okay, this is my school bag. Put it in my bag. I'll be like, I played with computers at school. Bye, Mum and Dad. Going to school now
With your floppy
with
disk.
my floppy dick.
Disc.
Oops.
Disc.
Okay.
Okay,
At
you are
school-
incorrigible at
At
the best
school,
of
the
times.
girls called it a floppy dick.
They better not have it primary
The
school
boys
or
were
high
not
school.
impressed.
Right, I bet they would
The
either.
boys were not impressed, and we were like,
I'm
"What's
sure the
your problem?
teachers weren't.
It's funny. It's funny. It's funny." And they're all looking at us going, I think they're a bit embarrassed being adolescents, you know. And we're like, "It's so funny." It's rather
You are
it's
so,
like- it's rather
so
mean.
immature.
So all of you 50-year-old men, I'm very sorry.
Right,
I was very immature.
still are.
But this is
But then that's the delays with 22Q.
this
And
is,
sometimes, unfortunately, the
and
neurology comes
friends
in
that
Tourette's and
encourage
cop-related,
you,
other
friends that
inappropriate things.
encourage you because they
Oh,
know
I'm
you've
sure
got
they do.
Tourette's,
They,
and they know
they
how to set
encourage
you
you at
off,
school because
and
you
they
had
know how
Tourette's.
to make you say what they want to say.
Yeah,
but
but
they won't
they
say.
know that you'll be the fall guy or fall girl in this
And
case.
I get
and
kicked
you'll
out
get
of class.
on the bench, yes,
That's
with
high
all the
school.
other ADHD and autistics on the bench
That's high
outside.
school.
That's high school. That's you To a T. Did you go one day that you didn't end up on the bench outside? Did you manage to get through a school day?
I used to get through a week, yeah.
Oh, good! You achieved a whole week.
No.
Not a whole week.
No.
Not a whole week.
Wow, you really think highly of me back then. I'm
do.
very honoured.
What was I thinking?
No.
What was I thinking?
No.
No.
But I did have days, of course, where I was
Days.
a good girl.
Sequential days where you're a good girl.
But I did not get through a week
Okay.
without me either storming out of class going, well, you don't know geography. Bye.
Okay. You can't tell all the
Walking
teachers
out.
how to teach,
I
honey.
was told that, but I still disagree. But anyway.
Not that all the teachers really know about geography or science and things like that. They're reading from
And
the
then I'd go
from
to
the
the
book as well.
library.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, even in lunchtime and recess, my friends were too much. Sensory screaming.
overload.
Everyone's screaming and everyone's talking so loud. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the library.
Yeah. No over-ear defenders and
No,
noise
we had to do it
cancellation
tough.
headsets
We
back
had
in
to do
those
it
days.
tough. I walk in the library,
Yeah.
and particularly your sister.
My
would
sister
be,
was a librarian at
or,
that
or
same
the
school.
assistant.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, the fiction's over there," and I'm like, "For fuck's sake, would you stop telling me that? I don't like the fiction. I
You
like
want
the
the-
non-fiction."
You want the encyclopedias, okay.
Anyway, I think they got the message in the end. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
They
But you
thought I
enjoyed
was
the
weird.
quiet time of the library, though.
I did.
That sensory sort of thing.
Funny thing, because I think they used to scratch their head because your sister used to run the classes that we would go in there for.
Yeah.
And
you're
of course,
the loudest.
No, but I'm what there's a phenomenon.
Yep. Go on,
Let
tell
me
me.
explain. There's
Okay.
a justification for this one.
Justification coming.
This is not just a me thing.
Okay.
This is many people's thing.
Sure.
There's a thing where if you say to someone that
Yes.
so reminds me of an animal. Right?
That one's not
Where
gonna
if
get-
you say
Yep.
silent, no talking,
As in, do
no
not talk.
laughing,
Yeah.
just go in and sit down
Sure.
and be quiet.
If you're told do not do something,
Well, you know what? If you tell me that, everything that
red flag to a ball.
is not supposed to happen will happen. The laughing,
You're saying that to a
the
person
talking,
who's got Tourette's, ADHD, and autism.
everything. So as soon as
Good
it
luck.
was like, be quiet, we're lining up, I'm like... And of course there's a
You're a
fury that I'm
teacher's
setting
worst
off.
nightmare.
I
And of
was.
course, there'll be a ripple effect.
I was.
You are the...
Sometimes I got
Initiator.
to walk in and it was, no, hang on. And everyone else is walking and I'm going, physical assault. And it's like, I'm like standing back and they're like, you're just going to stand out here a little bit longer.
just to regulate, to calm yourself down.
Then you can come in.
Do I need to pat you down just to make sure you're not carrying anything?
I will come back and get you. And I'd stand there and be like, fucking asshole. Because look, in primary school, I was literally an angel. High school, I don't even.
Oh, that halo
I don't
slipped.
even recognise myself when I look back at that kid.
Probably the hormones were kicking in, and they do affect those with
No,
autism,
they say
ADHD
with
even more
autism
so, I
that
guess.
we actually get a bit we either stay silent like primary school or we just rebel because we get
Right.
everything wrong. We get so
It's a
frustrated.
very frustrating environment.
We
and
never
it's a
get
sensory
anything
overload
right.
environment
It's,
being in
yeah,
school.
it's a sensory overload.
Yep.
Your
Light,
the
sound,
expectations on
temperature,
you are high,
taste, touch.
and everyone else finds it easy and you find it hard. So you're
Yeah.
very frustrated. You're very you get a bit angry with the world, and you're going through adolescence.
And your
But yeah.
relief must be getting home after the school bell's gone and finally getting home to actually...
Yeah, I used to melt down every day.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part where you go, I've been holding it together.
That's why in
I've
high
been
school,
white
my
knuckling
mum
it.
would leave me.
Right.
She would I'd come
Well, she
home
left you
and
all
it would
right.
be like, yeah, hi. I'd go in my room,
Yeah.
slam the door.
She left you so much
put
to go
the
to another
music-
state. Sorry. That's taking things to extreme.
I would go upstairs, slam the door,
Yeah.
put my music on,
Mm-hmm.
throw my school bag down, flop on my bed,
Yep.
and I would be in the best world ever.
Yeah.
If,
Your world.
if everyone left me alone.
Yeah.
Until it was like, dinner time! Or it'd be on the intercom, dinner time for the second time! And I'm like,
And what was the point of having the
I'd
intercom?
go, okay. As if like,
Pressing the
geez,
intercom button.
menopausal woman? No, I was a bitch.
Okay.
I was, look, all adolescents are assholes.
Sure.
It's a rite of passage. Just
Okay.
write it
How
out,
long does that go
guys.
for, by the way?
It should stop.
It should stop.
It should stop.
There is hope. It will stop at some stage.
Are you saying that I haven't stopped?
some stage, even
that?
after perimenopause and full menopause, it
I'm
will stop.
postmenopausal.
It will stop at some point in time. I'm still been counting down 50 years plus, but we'll get there eventually. So, out of the 5 things that you got today...
Do you need an enema? Bend over.
Bend over, she said. Okay, well that one can go in the bin. We don't need that one. You got
That's
5,
right. No, I
4
might.
things.
You know what
You're
I might
gonna
do? I'm going to chop it.
Sure, let's modify the enema. I mean the Revlon nail polish. $1 million red colour.
I can just imagine my one day having my maybe I'll have like my grandkids when they're older, of course, and when it's not an appropriate age group.
Yeah.
They'll be adults and they'll go through my miniatures and go, "Geez, Nana, what's this?" I'll be like, "Oh God."
Oh, not the enema again.
Yeah, that's the enema. Not enema. That's what they used to look like. The nail polishes back in the
day,
when I
the
was
olden
a teenager.
days. Yeah.
Or a young child.
Yeah, when you used to ride on a horse and carriage and do all those things.
Yeah, my youngest
pan for
thinks
gold
that was
in the
my
street.
days. I think he now knows it's not true.
Chimney sweeps.
However, I reckon our kids look back at the 90s when
Yeah.
they see it on TV and go, dorky era that was. Because it was.
I'm sure each decade as
was
it goes
dorky.
through, we all reflect. Well, look, that was a look at the retros
Anyway,
from
we got
Zuru
the
mini
Ever-Ready
brands.
battery.
5 things are in the pack. These are all
Kodak,
commons. None of these were in the
Revlon nail
legendary,
polish.
ultra rare, or iconic states. They're all
Dum
in just the
Dum
common.
Pops. I guess they're from Dum
But
Dums.
some of those things you've never had before.
That's why
so
you need the floppy disk so you can learn.
the 1.44 megabytes.
Alright, let's just put a chip in my head, right? I'm chipped. I'm the
You-
first
you've
chipped
been chipped.
human.
Excellent.
Can you see? You can't even
You
see
can't
it.
even see.
Can't-
That's the whole idea of this. The
I'm
neural imprint.
microchipped.
You are now artificial intelligence. I think you need all the artificial intelligence you can get, to be honest. They'll help you.
chipped.
Good. Well done, you. Now give Diane a big thumbs up of encouragement. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you do have
Where
comments,
is
questions, ideas, or suggestions, oh, it's right. It's embedded now. You're in.
I got
Leave
it.
your comments below. If
Yeah,
you're new to the
thanks
channel,
for
welcome.
watching,
Don't forget to
guys.
subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Appreciate
Please share.
it.
And Diane does now have a new Facebook page, not just the group, but a Facebook
A
page.
page, because
Please
the group,
connect
what
in.
happened was,
What happened,
let me
honey?
explain.
Please
before I
explain
leave,
what
'cause
happened.
I'm very sorry to all of you.
Yep.
Now, I'm keeping the group because that's for things like if you want to post something that you don't want others to see
Because
other
it's a
than
private group.
us in the community.
Yep.
But the page is to try and get newbies
Yep.
who don't know of us
To get
yet.
to people on the
So,
Facebook ecosystem. Yep.
Feel free to share the page as well, but also join the page because I will be putting things there
Exclusive
mostly.
just to Facebook.
But then same with me. If I want to put things that are like exclusive videos,
Yeah.
that'll be on the group that is private. Okay? So if you want to share things that are a bit more like sensitive, maybe the private group's the place to share it. Or if you want to share something or just
Yep.
hang out on the page,
Correct.
cool.
Sure, exactly.
You're
It's about
welcome.
taking the conversation just off the YouTube, from the
Yeah.
videos, extending on the conversations, sometimes sharing
Everyone's
some of
on
the things that
different
you're doing as well. It's a place
socials
where you can actually share some pictures and other things as well, which is a useful way. Because some people do want to share, whether it's pictures of their own cats or budgies,
Exactly.
artwork
We-
that they've created
Hey,
as
how
well,
about
whether
we
it's
do
resin
that?
or acrylic.
So whether it's the
Yeah, great
group
to
or
see
the
it.
page, I don't know. If,
Either
do
or.
they post on the page as well as
Yes,
me?
they should be able
Yeah.
to. I would have
So,
thought so. in the
any
comments.
which one, show us your pets if you want to.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
tell us their names, of course. But yeah,
Exactly.
You're
Breed,
welcome to.
names, age, what they like.
yes.
Always
So
good to
that's
know.
the reason for the page. So anyway, I
Indeed.
couldn't change it back to
About
being public.
Building
It
a
wouldn't let
community.
me.
No, that's Facebook. Facebook. is
Facebook's strict,
rules,
just
very
like,
rigid.
you know, Prime Minister or something is running it. It's ridiculous.
Indeed it is. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode.
Well, we
Please stay
have Prime
tuned.
Ministers, sorry.
We have
if
prime
you
ministers.
have presidents,
Americans
it's
have presidents.
confusing. I know.
Some people have premiers.
We're,
Some people
we're
have
still
dictators.
part of the royalty stuff. I don't
The
know
Commonwealth.
why.
We're part of
And
the Commonwealth.
add the Aboriginal people in,
Yes.
okay? Because it's disrespectful.
Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders.
They are part of the Commonwealth. Put them in there.
They were. They were there
Yes,
originally.
they are part of us in Australia. They're
Indeed.
Aussies.
Yeah, you're
The
indeed.
first Aussies.
Very much so.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right,
We'll see you
bye.
soon. Bye for now.